Going on to you Capricorns. So you Capricorns actually have the Two of Swords, Queen of Swords, and the Two of Cups. So there's a link in the comment section below called a Linktree link. Click on it. It will redirect you to a website which has all the ways to financially support the channel, so I can most definitely keep the show going. So look, you have these three cards. So let me take a step back and see what these cards mean. There's my cat trying to get out. So the King of Cups and the Knight of Wands, right? Okay. Skip the head. Okay. But I know what this reading means. So the Two of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Two of Cups right here, right? It speaks to the level of ignorance that you Capricorns have had to deal with and what it is that, ironically, you're not putting up with. You've been down this road before with a person who doesn't want to admit their faults, is disrespectful. They very much so like to play games, but they don't want to actually own up to it and really be real in the fact that, yes, they actually did play games and they did like to waste your time. And the reason why I say did is because you obviously don't have those people around you anymore. You have since dumped them. So then you have the Queen of Swords and the Two of Cups. And the Queen of Swords represents how they're hypocrites, because they so much want to judge you and constantly compare themselves to compare you, right, to themselves, as well as comparing you to the celebrities. Social media has really done a number on these exes' minds. And what I mean when I say these exes, I'm talking about the last person that you were with. That a lot of you Capricorns understand that, you really do have to take a second to really observe a person's mind to see if social media is that influential. If social media really is that influential, I just see that a lot of you Capricorns will dub them, because you're right. Social media shouldn't be that important to the point where it has grown adults being full-blown delusional. The Queen, then you have the King of Cups and the Knight of Wands. And this is about how you've grown from that. You're not taking it personally, but you're also not putting up with it. You're not being tolerant of it. That whole ideology of you needing to be okay with them being very much so disrespectful to you, anyone that you're trying to get to know, whether it's friends, whether it's family, whether it's romantic, whether even if it's on the job, that ideology of it's not professional. What is professional if it's on the job or something like this? Well, that's not family-like, or that's not what it is that you do if you say that you want to be in a relationship. Once again, these people are playing a game with you. And a lot of you Capricorns have to understand that you're right to walk away. And anybody that you would be getting to know as of right now that tries to make you feel bad or guilt trip you into thinking that you're doing something wrong for simply leaving someone that you starting to see is a problem down the line, you Capricorns are right for doing that. And don't let people get you to think that what you're doing is wrong or the way that you think is wrong. No, you know what it is that you're seeing, and you're not crazy. You know that you're seeing some trouble brewing, right? A lot of times, society has so many people trying to convince them that if they have foresight, if they have the ability to see problems long before and want to actually, you understand what I'm saying? Want to actually divert those problems or solve those problems, put those fires out before they even begin to become crazy forest fires. They try to convince you that you're crazy, that you don't know what it is that you're talking about. And again, I see that a lot of you Capricorns really have the ability, and you're really developing the ability to see forest fires, so to speak, before they happen, right? Metaphorically speaking, meaning that you see it happen, so you're going to put it out, right? You're going to try to see if the person is like even salvageable. Do they have some sort of value to them that would overturn these potential fires, these issues that you could see brewing, right? And if they don't, then I just see a lot of you Capricorns deciding to leave them alone, right? And the Three of Swords, like I said before, is going to have a lot of people thinking about how fast you Capricorns' turnaround rate is. The ability to pick them up, right? As far as talk to them, get to know them. But once you start to see that they are a real problem, leaving them alone. It'll really shift things into a lot of you Capricorns' favor, because you will see how much it is that now that you Capricorns mean business, you're like, I don't really want you like that. Now all of a sudden they're trying to see what it is that you've got going on, how it is that you Capricorns are actually serious about it. And the Star card and the Five of Cups now is about how, since that's the case, the Star card is really about how, and those people are going to be groveling at your feet. So to be quite honest with you, I don't necessarily see you Capricorns finding the person of your dreams and, hauling off and getting married to them tomorrow. No, I'm seeing that you Capricorns are realizing, hey, you need to actually regroup. That not every person that you're meeting right now is a person that is really going to be someone that you'll be able to spend the rest of your life with. You can be getting to know people without having to actually want to be so quick to wifey or call everybody your husband or, the person that you're in a relationship with. It's called trial and error. That's something that's going to naturally happen anyway. You'll have a lot of people who you will have a lot of people who will put you through that trial and error. You know what I mean? You'll have a lot of people who will do that. So a lot of you Capricorns, this isn't something that you should really take too harshly. This is natural. You know what I mean? The Five of Cups now is about how, because a lot of you are becoming very much so well in being able to actually understand how to socialize better. That not every person that you interact with is going to be, is going to be hit or miss, right? Metaphorically speaking. It's not going to be, in other words, what it is that I'm trying to say is that a lot of you Capricorns are understanding that, you can't just start looking at relationships like from the perspective of you're dating to get married. You have to really see if there's any kind of potential with this person. Are they actually on the verge of are they decent right now? Do they have certain things that actually are good enough to where you can say, yes, you want to be with this person. Yes, this is a very valuable person. This person brings incalculable value into my life. If you can't do that, first and foremost, me personally, the whole marriage talk is a little bit too fast, because this is the reason why it is that you got a lot of people who are scared to approach. It's because you got too many people thinking too fast enough as it is. And it's like, you really need to slow down because it's too fast. Soon as you meet somebody, as soon as you want to approach, you get stuck because you start thinking to yourself, what are you going to say? How are you going to be entertaining? Could this person be the person that you marry? And it's like, wait a minute, you know, again, these dating coaches, slow down. You don't know that person. You're just having a conversation with an acquaintance or a would-be acquaintance. Calm down, slow down, go over to the person, have a conversation with them. If it works, great. If it doesn't, who cares? You're not so invested immediately. You don't even know who this person is. And like you're already taking a dump on yourself as to what it is that you need to do. So I see a lot of you Capricorns being better suited to socialize because you understand that you shouldn't be putting so much of this on yourself. The Knight of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups is about how you Capricorns will do that, but you will also see what's out here. A lot of you Capricorns will get a chance to date, get a chance to actually see the quality, what's out here. Don't put too much of a heavy emphasis on marriage and a relationship and stuff like this. You can let the person know straight up that, you're looking for something real. But don't start, if you ask me, don't start talking about, I'm trying to get married. It's not, listen, a person who immediately leads with, I'm trying to get married, is a person who's desperate, and they're desperate for a reason. Okay? That's a dub. That's a problem. Because why are they so desperate? Why are they so much in a hurry? You don't know the person. You have to, it is paramount. You have to know the person before you're going to be talking about you're gonna walk down the aisle with somebody, right? You don't want to be on anyone's timetable. You want to actually be able to have time to make sure that this person isn't crazy in the first place. All right. So let's clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Five of Wands, Four of Wands, Six of Swords, Four of Swords, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, like the Five of Wands and the Four of Wands is also about if the relationship starts off bumpy, if it starts off where the two of you are at each other's throats, then you will look at that and you will think like, is this something that you could tolerate in a relationship? Are the two of you's differences okay? But do the two of you have similar values that matter? If the answer is no, then leave them alone. The Six of Wands and the Four of Swords, because leaving them, that would be a very wise decision for you to do. Instead of trying to force this connection between yourself and another person that you Capricorns know good and well that, you shouldn't be taking very seriously, right? Wasting your own time doing it. And the Page of Pentacles is because you're supposed to have been done, graduated from trying to give someone that doesn't mix well with who you are,